Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. I'm reporting to you live curbside. Just got a quick question. Oh, I don't have no opening and closing. I just got a quick recap, review, commentary. It's not really a well, I guess I could do a recap and a review commentary on Invite Only with Cabo. Invite Only Cabo with Larry. That's what we call it. Episode number 5. Okay, so AJ, who's also known as AK-47, comes in and goes out with a bang. I still don't appreciate these two grown people gossiping, i.e. Larry and AJ, just for chit chat about two other grown folks' business, i.e. Agu and Emily. Stay out of grown folks' business. And Miss AJ, I mean that in only the most respectful way. Don't come get me or anything. Emily was stressed with AJ's arrival. They have a history. And I guess AJ probably kind of knows that Emily is not going to jump on her. So she probably feels pretty empowered to be pretty rough with regard to Emily. That's kind of the impression that I got. AJ says to Agu that you deserve better than a one-night stand jump off, because they were gossiping in the car about what happened, or what everybody thinks happened, what we assume happened. And I think that Emily it seems to be embarrassed to me about her ongoing sexual behavior with Agu, and I think just in general. She might be an alcoholic and she might need some additional assistance. That's the impression that I get. I mean, I don't know the woman, and I'm not a therapist, but that's just how it looks to me. It looks like she has some anxiety over that and some discomfort about that. But I do feel like AJ's ass was not in the room. So we know that, and we can all speculate. Maybe Bravo does have some triple X footage that we haven't seen, and maybe she's seen that. I don't know, but gosh darn, back off. Good Lord. I was glad when Malaku interceded, because I think it got pretty intense there, and I was grateful that someone interceded. I felt bad for Emily. I felt bad for Emily. I thought it was kind of bold of Emily to confront AJ about the behavior, but that was a grown-up thing to do. So she handled it to the best of her ability, but I think she was stressed out. And I probably would have been stressed out, even if it was what I felt I had to do, and even if I felt that it was the right thing to do. That shit looks stressful as hell to me. And then we see the group checking. Then Larry later on, he kind of has a one-on-one with AJ, then a one-on-one with Emily. So after his one-on-ones with AJ and then Emily, AJ does apologize to the group and later on to Emily for, kind of what happened. And then later on, we see the group checking Larry for not stopping AK-47. So that was kind of interesting. And I can understand how sometimes you're in a situation, and as the situation unfolds, you may not know how to handle it. And I think it's easy for us to sit on the sidelines and say he should have done that, or I would have done this. But I agree with him. You never know what you would do when you're in the situation. He knows the dynamics of his relationship with both women, and the history, and his personality. I don't. We just meeting him on the TV. And then Bianca says that somebody looks a little coarse. I was confused. I thought she was talking about Emily, and I thought she was trying to say that she was pink, and so people were afraid to say something to Emily because she's a white woman. But I think that she might have been saying that AJ is a little, strong looking. Like, she looks like not only... I hear she's a life coach, and I understand she's a life coach, and it seems like maybe her life coaching style is very aggressive and in your face, and that seems like that would be a match to how she comes across physically. Her physicality is very aggressive and in your face. So maybe that's what Bianca meant when she said somebody was coarse. And yes, I would not want to be would be hesitant to mess with AJ, probably verbally and definitely physically. Shoot. Kimani says that she's trying to get past the muscles and the meathead mentality in terms of Agu. I think both Agu and Kimani seem to lead with their physicality, or seem to have a lot more tied into their physicality than may be appropriate for this age and stage in their life. If you're looking for something serious, that may not be, kind of your leading move, because the older we get, the less, physically present we are, but the more developed that we may be and more attractive that we may be in some other ways. So, I feel like her having her breasts hanging all out and being naked with the man to show him what he's missing is almost on par with him, floating around in the pool, showing off his piece. And I kind of feel like he's had his piece all his life. So, him kind of showing it off, it seems to me every opportunity, I'm already over it. It's like, okay, we know you have a big penis, Agu. I know you're proud of it. I know you're happy. Yay, congratulations. Now, let's move on. Hey, girl. Let's move on. Is that all? Is that all we have? Is that all you got to offer? No, you got more to offer. The same thing with Kimani. You have more to offer than, just being a beautiful woman physically. So it's good to try to get past the muscles and the meathead mentality that Agu has, but also, I think you're attracting and connecting with that because of some muscle and meathead mentality that you have. It may be appearing a little different on a woman, but kind of a similar vibration, the way it appears to me, the way things that were edited. Bianca thought that she and Larry were best friends and they shared everything. So she's kind of surprised or feels a little disappointed to hear that he has a love interest that she didn't know about. And that whole thing kind of made me feel a little sad too. Like, I don't really understand, that dynamic and what's going on with their relationship. Larry, nobody can mention the Agu thing to Joseph. And I kind of feel like, how you going to keep a secret when the stuff has been filmed and is going to be and is on air? I feel like that's disrespectful to, well, not to me because I'm not in the mix, but to Joseph, because it's like we're all going to be in on the secret watching him, and we know and he doesn't know. And I feel kind of embarrassed for him not knowing in that situation, some of what had transpired. None of us exactly know all of what transpired, but yeah, I felt kind of embarrassed for him. So for Emily's birthday, Joseph will be in the house. And when they get back from their adrenaline thing, which was bungee jumping, I don't know what they were doing. But I thought that was hilarious when the person was like, oh, look at the eagles. Somebody is like, those aren't eagles. The vultures are on ready. Wow, that is crazy. Like, did they already know that sometimes people die jumping off the side of the building or whatever they was doing? I mean, I don't know. That was deep to me. And then we're talking about loose lips sink ships. And I just want to say to Miss Emily, think about keeping your loose lips closed. Look, I'm looking around to see if anybody can hear me. And off of the penises of men that you are not with. And she's probably more inclined to drink because she's stressed out because of the secret that she's keeping. And then I felt like that whole thing with Agu, he was exhibiting some asshole behavior to me. Like, when the man finally showed up and he knew that he could have had or has had that man's quote-unquote woman. I mean, he doesn't own her, of course. But, well, what do you like about her? And going out to smoke with her and kind of laughing at the table. It seems kind of like a issue of humiliation where, we're all kind of making fun, the people at the table, of this man who doesn't know what's going on. And he's already taller than this man. He's already, established that, hey, he's already established, that he has a big penis. I'm assuming his penis is bigger than the other man's. So, I mean, I don't know why he feels the need to humiliate or taunt or, I don't know. It just seemed like some asshole type behavior to me. So, like, we're all laughing at Joseph, but I didn't really think it was funny. that's what I got, Fabulites. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And you know what you got to do. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous. You. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking on and watching the video. And off I go to rehearsal. Everybody's arriving now. 6:58, so I'll be right on time. Peace.